David is 62. He runs a retirement calculator on a Tuesday night. The number that comes back is not what he expected. 55% of Americans have less than $50,000 saved for retirement. The average near retirement household has $185,000. The recommended target is $600,000 to $720,000 on a median salary. Most Americans are behind on retirement, but not everyone. A smaller group is meaningfully ahead, and they usually do not know it. 3 specific signs. If you have all 3, you are further ahead than you probably think. Most people ahead of the curve do not know it because money is private, comparisons are distorted, and financial content is designed to make you feel behind. Marcus has been disciplined with money for 7 years. He saves every month, he invests consistently, but he has no real benchmark. He does not know if he is ahead or behind. Run these 3 signs against your own numbers as we go. By the end, you will have a real answer, not a feeling. Sign 1. Your savings rate is above 20%. The average American saves 4.5% of their income. Most people approaching retirement never broke 10%. If you are above 20%, you are already in a very different category. Your savings rate, everything invested or saved divided by your take-home income. Calculate it now. That number tells you more about your retirement trajectory than almost anything else. At 4.5% savings rate, financial independence arrives in 51 years. At 20%, 37 years. At 30%, 28 years. Every 5 points removed from your savings rate removes years from your working life. 20% is the dividing line between being on track for traditional retirement and being on track for something meaningfully earlier. Most people never cross it. David's lifetime savings rate 7%. Marcus's current rate 24%. The compound effect of that gap is the entire retirement gap between them. Count everything building your net worth. 401k, Roth IRA, brokerage, extra mortgage principal, emergency fund building. Include the employer match. It is real money working for you. Marcus runs the calculation. 24%. Sign 1 confirmed. He is saving at more than 5 times the national average. Sign 2. Your net worth beats the median for your age group. Most people have never looked this number up. It is the single most honest retirement benchmark available. These are the U.S. median net worth figures by age group. Median, not average. The number where half the people are above and half are below. Find your age. If you beat it, you are in the top half. The average net worth is heavily skewed by billionaires. The median is the honest picture, the number where exactly half of America is above and half is below. Use the median as your benchmark. Fidelity's published benchmarks. 1x salary by 30, 3x by 40, 6x by 50, 8x by 60. These are the targets that define being on track for a comfortable retirement at 67. The median near-retirement American has saved $134,000. The benchmark says they need $360,000 at this stage. The gap, $226,000. Marcus runs his net worth calculation. $144,000. He checks the median for his age group. $135,600. He is above the median. Sign 2. Confirmed. Being above median means you have more saved than at least half of everyone in your age group. In a country where 55% have less than $50,000 saved above median is genuinely significant. 2 decisions explain most of the retirement gap. Continuous car loans tying up wealth in depreciating assets, and lifestyle inflation absorbing every raise before it can compound. Avoiding both is worth hundreds of thousands over a lifetime. Sign 3. Your annual investment returns now exceed what you contribute each year. This is called the crossover point. It is the single most important milestone in personal finance, and most Americans never reach it. The crossover point. The year your portfolio returns more than you put in. From this moment forward, compound growth does more work than you do. The wealth engine is self-sustaining. At 10% savings rate, crossover arrives at year 17. At 20%, year 12. At 30%, year 9. A higher savings rate does not just build more wealth, it makes your money self-sustaining years sooner. Open your investment account. Find this year's returns. Compare them to what you contributed this year. If returns exceed contributions you have crossed, your money now works harder than you do. Marcus checks. Annual contributions, $12,000. Annual returns this year, $10,800. He has not crossed yet. But at his current savings rate, the crossover arrives in 2 to 3 years. Most Americans never reach the crossover point at all. Being on track to cross it in your late 30s or 40s puts Marcus ahead of most near retirees today. After the crossover, compound growth accelerates permanently. A $200,000 portfolio earns $14,000 a year on its own. $600,000 earns $42,000. The snowball rolls faster as it grows. Avid at his savings rate will not reach the crossover point before retirement. His contributions will always exceed his returns. Marcus crossover arrives at approximately age 38. A2. 4-year head start on self-sustaining wealth. Marcus's full scorecard. Sign 1 savings rate 24% confirmed. Sign 2 net worth above median confirmed. Sign 3 approaching crossover confirmed. He is ahead of most Americans who will retire in the next 20 years. Marcus has been doing the right things for 7 years. He never had a real benchmark. He did not know he was ahead. Now he does. These 3 signs work together. Savings rate controls velocity. Net worth benchmark shows position. The crossover shows the tipping point is coming. All 3 together, retirement security becomes a trajectory, not a hope. 1 or 2 signs confirmed, not all 3 tells you exactly where the gap is. One lever is always fully in your control, the savings rate. It is the starting point regardless of where you are. One action moves all 3 signs simultaneously. Increase your savings rate by 5 points. Net worth grows faster. Crossover arrives sooner. All 3 signs improve with a single decision. Being ahead at retirement means your portfolio funds your life, and Social Security is a bonus. The average retiree depends on Social Security for over 50% of income. The ahead retiree treats it as extra. Getting ahead is not the hard part. Staying ahead is. The 4% rule. At $600,000, $24,000 per year in sustainable retirement income. At $1.2 million, $48,000 per year. Project your portfolio at retirement. Multiply by 4%. That is what being ahead actually buys. Being ahead of most retirees does not mean you are done. It means the system is working, and your job is not to break it with a lifestyle upgrade or a new car payment. If you are behind, this is not the end. Starting a 10% savings rate today still puts you ahead of most Americans. Every year you delay costs more than the year before, but today beats tomorrow. Run your own scorecard. 3 calculations, 10 minutes. A real answer, not a feeling about where you stand. Compare yourself to the median for your age, not to your neighbor's visible lifestyle. The median is a real benchmark. Your neighbor's car tells you nothing about their net worth. If sign 1 was the weakest for you, the next video builds a complete paycheck system that reaches 20% savings automatically. The architecture that makes it happen without willpower. Subscribe to Wealth Construct. Share this with someone who is quietly disciplined with money, but has no real benchmark for whether it is working. How many of the 3 signs do you have? 0, 1, 2, or 3? Drop your number below. If it is 3, you are further ahead than most people realize. The real math, always. I'm Professor Alex. This is Wealth Construct. Wealth Construct. The real math, always.